Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Breaking news out of Corinth this morning as last night's corruption invasion forces breached the keep in Windsward. The invasion response squad captains have already begun relief efforts, but morning risers are welcome to assist by volunteering for various virtual currency at the mission boards. Despite initial reports, the majority of the damage was contained at the fort, but some civic infrastructure has been impacted. KOTT News experienced multiple issues, both familiar and new, while attempting to initiate last night's broadcast. It would appear that recent adjustments, referred to as optimizations, may be at play. More on this story as it develops. KOTT News would like to remind its subscribers, and those who are about to be, that the Medley Fair Maestro is still selling Scale Dust Delight. This experience boost to fishing is only available seasonally and may be worth putting aside for future use also. While visiting the performance venue, don't forget to cook up all the fish you've been catching along the way as well. Reinfusing Azoth into Eternum will help keep the Azoth cycle of energy abundant for all to use and empower the wall, preventing corruption's escape. And don't forget to stop by the local fishmongers before you go. Your various scraps of sturgeon are always worth something to them. Looking at the weather for today, and it would seem that it's going to be a hot one with nary a cloud in the sky. But don't let that stop you from knocking out a few mission boards before tonight's 20% chance of corruption invasion once again. Last night's equipment delays meant missing out on all the action as 6 simultaneous events choked military and volunteer resources. Not the only one experiencing such apparent malfunctions, it was difficult tracking down any reactions that weren't filled with some sense of frustration. Perhaps tonight's simulated fantasy combat resolution will be a little less cardboard and a little more LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard, with special thanks to the craft services crew. Tonight, the syndicate members of Fresh Bench attack the Covenant converts of OPR Esports for control of the bear-infested deep forests of Brightwood. Fresh Bench dig deep into the Week 1 Accords and execute their rights of first purchase by way of factional association clause. But who among you remember who first owned Brightwood? OPR Esports know that the owners of Brightwood today are they. And if they have anything about it to say, then by their faith in the spark, they'll win out by end of day. Then, the syndicate members of Vive la Resistance assail the marauders of Gorilla Town for control of the barely controllable Restless Shore. Vive la Resistance rise up against the ruthlessness of the marauder armies of Gorilla Town once more, this time attempting to ascend the mud hill on the turbulent eastern shore. But the armies of Gorilla Town march on their desire for combat, and with a singular focus tonight, hope to be challenged by their foes' second attempt at a fight. We'll have any late-breaking outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.